Polly, why public speaking is the biggest fear in the world?
I think for most people, they don't get up and talk in front of a lot of people on a regular basis. It's out of their comfort zone. So there's a fear that they're going to mess up, that they're going to be judged for not doing a good job. And some people have a fear of talking in front of a large group. It's different than talking one on one in a social situation. So I think that's where the fear comes from.
Thank you. Laura, why do you think public speaking is the biggest fear in the world?
Personally, I believe that people are terrified of standing up in front of their peers and expressing their thoughts because they're worried about making a fool of themselves. Or at least that was my biggest fear before I joined Toastmasters. I always felt that I had lots to say, but I didn't want to say it because I was afraid of making a fool of myself. And when you are speaking, there's only one of you, and however many people are your audience, you are vulnerable. You are open to criticism, you're open to ridicule, and that can be a very, very frightening thought. So I would recommend anybody that feels like I used to, find yourself a Toastmasters club because you can make that change.
I believe public speaking is the biggest fear in the world because everyone wants to do their best, and when you get in front of people, sometimes you know that you're not doing your best. So people have the fear that I'm going to say the wrong thing, I'm going to forget where I'm going, I'm going to forget my plan. So I think that's the reason why public speaking is the biggest fear.
Alfred, why public speaking is the biggest fear in the world?
I think that people don't want to embarrass themselves in front of a large audience, right? That can be, very humiliating, and nobody wants to look not confident, not polished, not knowledgeable about a topic. And a lot of people would, think about classrooms when we all went to school. A lot of people don't want to sit in the front row. They want to sit at the back, right? Because they don't want to be called upon or those sorts of things. But the thing I would close with is that if you think about a sled dog team, do you want to be a dog that's in the back, or do you want to be the lead dog? Because no matter where you are in the rest, if you're not the lead dog, you got your nose up somebody else's butt.
Luan, why public speaking is the biggest fear?
Oh, public speaking is the biggest fear because it gets you out of the comfort zone. And you don't know who out there and the topic that you're talking about. If you're talking about table topic, oh my God, that's scary. Public speaking, yeah, it's scary because it's out of the comfort zone.
I was scared from the first time the idea of public speaking was brought up to me, and this goes back to the age of 10. It was the idea that you're speaking in front of a group, and my greatest fear was, what if I forget what I'm going to be saying? Even if I have notes, the idea of making a fool of yourself was not acceptable and to be avoided at all costs. And unfortunately, I got really good at avoiding public speaking for at least 20 years. And it was because of Toastmasters that I finally had the nerve to get back into it.
Why public speaking is the biggest fear?
Probably because you're vulnerable. Everybody's up there judging you, and you're just vulnerable to their impressions, and there's nothing you can do about it.